So, as you may see by the title of this here stream, it says responding to Destiny. Now, I already did this once before, like last week or some shit. I don't know, whenever I made the video. Earlier this last weekend. And, it was really fucking stupid, dude. It was really, really fucking stupid. Basically, if you don't know, it's not even drama or anything. I tweeted a thing Destiny can't read or take context clues because anytime he sees me, he seethes with rage. Now, he made a response video, a whole response video, and I thought, oh, I'm not even gonna watch it. And then a little bit of the stuff occurred.
Let me describe like a quick.
Yeah. Featuring Mike from PA. I don't know why Mike from PA is featured here. I didn't talk to Mike. I don't know why Mike's around. So this is Destiny's video. It's 27 minutes long. So I mean, we're gonna do a lot of this, but I don't know how long. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get bored and I'll stop it. But I don't know. He made a whole ass video. Well, he responded to it on stream. And then his editor did it. So and we're going to explain it in the video, but there's like this weird, I don't know. It's like let me turn this off. Let me turn that off real quick. Boink. There you go. There's like this weird thing that Destiny does where he says he's not like he doesn't think about me and stuff, which hurts me deeply. But I'm constantly being brought up by him. You know what I mean? Like all the time. It just happens. And I really think on Twitter, the thing Destiny does is on purpose. Like he's blocked me. He knows he has me blocked. I'm assuming DGG sends him tweets or he searches it up. I'm assuming he gets sent them though. And he'll just look at it and he'll immediately go, "Wow, what a fucking fool this corn guy is." He didn't pay attention to fucking anything I said, which is not surprising. I don't know why Destiny is the way he is, but well, let's watch his from his Reddit most. Well, yeah, DGG, they suck, dude. They're the worst, and he wonders why no one wants to talk. And so I guess let's start there. And he might say, "Hey, buddy, why don't you come on and talk?" This is why I don't want to talk to Destiny, dude. His community is fucking ass cancer. It's so bad. His community is like genuinely the worst. I have gotten less racism and less homophobia, less transphobia from Sargon fans. And I'm not being hyperbolic. Now, does that reflect on Destiny? A little bit. Is that 100% his fault? No. Is it some of his fault? Yeah, you cultivate your own audience. And then there's this second part that his audience and he does, which is just amazing. So, on the one hand, they always say that like anyone who ever like interacts with Destiny in a negative way that is smaller than him, or at least not relatively in the same, I don't know, tier, I guess, because he's A tier Twitch, right? I mean, he's an A tier streamer as far as like views and numbers and how much money he makes and stuff. And I'm like pretty comfortably BC tier. You know what I mean? And I'm happy with that. I don't really need much more than what we got going on here. But irrespective of that, what happens is his shitlord fan base will go at that person, and just me right now, will go at me, and like I get weird DMs, bro. I get weird DMs. I got a DM from somebody that just said I'm not owned, and then they press send, and then they got I'm not owned again. Like quite literally, I could look it up. Where is that? Oh, it says you're not owned. I'm sorry. Here, let me show you. I don't want to show anybody else's DMs, so I'll just take like a screenshot. But I'm not trying to to drop logs on people. You know what I mean? So this is the kind of shit that happens right here. This kind of stuff. You're not owned. You're not owned. No context. I don't follow this guy. I didn't know what this was. This is the kind of behavior, dude. It's just so weird. But there's the window sound. What they do usually is, why don't you go debate Destiny? And I say, because I don't want to. And then they go, oh, but you could make so much money if you obliterated him on stream. And it's like, first off, good call, baby. Is that the way that you think of what Destiny does? Because that is like entirely illustrative of why he sucks. Okay, Travis, thanks for 22 months. Like, the fact that they see like drama bait as, well, that's how you make money, though. Like, they literally see it as a means to an end. The idea of drama to them, the idea of debate broing, is literally just so that people click on their stuff so that they make money, right? And there's a little hypocrisy here from me, I would say, because I titled it Responding to Destiny, even though that's what I'm doing, right? I'm sure at some point we'll get some DGGers in here if there's not already. But I mean, like, our viewers are pretty normal. It's actually a little low right now. But, and then they say that, like, after I say no, I don't want to, they say that I'm clout chasing. I can't clout chase somebody if they quote tweet me. That's not me clout chasing anybody. And then if I refuse to engage with them on a platform that would apparently further my stream, like, and I'd get tons of followers or something, how is that clout farming, dude? Like, they just don't make any sense. And then lastly, I don't want you in my fucking community. You suck. You're not fun to talk to. DGG is genuinely one of the worst communities on the internet, is it not? I don't mean like the most harmful community on the internet. I mean, they're not like 4chan. But they're not better. I'm sure a lot of them are in 4chan, honestly. Like, most of these people are just fucking abysmal. They don't offer anything to a conversation. They don't make anybody feel good about being around. They're constantly, they're those types of people that have the long Twitter threads and they use big words and try to debate bro because they watch a debate bro so that they think they are also one. And you see that kind of in the responses to someone like Destiny's comments here, which, by the way, we have supportive comments in here. It's actually kind of funny. I don't know. Let's see. I love this kind of stuff. Man, the Bible Reloaded guy really went off the deep end. I love when people say interlocutor. I don't even know. Where's the one I was looking at? Oh, did I lose it? Everything I say is derivative and boring. That's fine. Where the fuck? Seems like Steve's mascot, because he's Nebraska Steve. He's no longer Nebraska Steve, though. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, there was someone in here who was basically like, "Well, Steven, if you just engage in a different way." Oh, this guy. Hey, Destiny, since you said you're looking to stop with the patronizing excuses, I thought I'd share my defense. Whenever someone wants to conflate your opposition to them with an opposition to, like, who's this guy think he is? It's just so weird. It's just so weird. The type of personality that he attracts, where it's just like, yes, I will do the debates. I can do the words and ground my axioms. It's like, bro, there's a reason that Destiny is on the screen and you are not. There's a reason I am on the screen and you are not. You are not good at this job, and no one wants to watch you because you're not interesting and you're annoying. Let the big boys talk. Like, it's just such a weird fucking vibe, dude. Anyway, so let's watch the video a little bit. I really genuinely think it's hilarious. If you don't know any of the context for this, I will give you context as he goes into it because I talk about it in the video he's going to respond to. So, triple response. Here we go. Jake inside of a Destiny inside of a Jake. It's a Destiny turducken.
Phenomenon that happens. Okay.
Okay. What's the phenomenon?
Don't fall for this stupid shit like these people do. Okay.
Right.
Don't do this.
What's the stupid shit?
Let's say that you love people X, and let's say there's another group that genuinely hates people X. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
why is he on? What is this? Hey, Steve, can we do some fucking dark mode?
Our gut feeling is whenever that group attacks people X, we want to defend people X, and we'll do it literally no matter what. Don't do that. Don't get baited into that, okay?
Oh, I think he's talking about me, which is not what I was doing because he's dumb.
If there is some racist account that hates black people, and they post like videos of like, look at these black people like shoplifting, it's horrible. You're like, yeah, it is. Black people shouldn't shoplift. Nobody should shoplift.
No one's saying anything about shoplifting.
And move the on, okay? Don't get into this weird habit of like defending shoplifting because somebody racist like attacked a black person for shoplifting. Don't ever get in that weird ass world. Although he's probably gonna make it. Well, I wasn't defending the shoplifting. I'm just saying that you shouldn't be racist or some dumb shit or whatever.
How is it dumb shit, bro? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Literally, this is live from Libs of TikTok is like a very well-known racist fucking thing, right? It's a super racist account. If you just, I'm assuming I scrolled down in here the other day. It's like he didn't watch. It's like he didn't read what I said. Just say what you mean with your whole chest. What do you think I was talking about? And then he called me incredibly racist. I show it on the thing. We'll go through it. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. Okay. The ender. Thanks for the 50 videos. I literally did the thing that he told me that I should be doing, right? He's like, yeah, don't get into the weeds. No, defend shoplifting. I didn't defend shoplifting. What are you talking about? No one's defending shoplifting. I don't care. Fucking, what do you mean?
Video where I know my rights. White guy got.
And I know a lot of people in his chat. In his chat,
you'll. I'm white. He didn't even mention the racist undertones because he was so focused on the cops being Nazis. Cool.
You'll see him. You'll see him.
This guy filming is just some guy. I don't know who he is. Could be anybody. Doesn't matter. So this kind of thing, to someone who's never worked at Ulta, probably seems a little strange, especially if you've never worked in Ulta in like an area near like impoverished areas. This kind of thing happens pretty regularly. I don't know why people are like.
Let's go with this.
You heard the beeping and it triggered me. Sarah is in chat right now, and she used to work in Ulta. But that's not the point. Just say what you mean with your whole chest. When I tweeted this,
let's see what Steve says.
Okay, I don't think shoplifting of this magnitude of people just being in stores and filling bags, I don't think that happens regularly.
It fucking does. It literally does happen pretty often. That is normal. What is he talking about? Just because you don't have the personal experience. This is like a DGG thing, and I don't understand what it is. If they don't have the personal experience like themselves of this happening, they're just like, nope, not a thing. Not a thing at all. It's like, it literally happens regularly. This is a normal thing. Ashmar, thanks for the 7 months. Because, I'm sure I mentioned this, it's because these companies have policies that say do not get in the way of theft. And it's not because they care about the employees, it's because it costs them more money if an employee gets harmed than the property theft itself. They have insurance for property theft. They have the cameras, and then the cops don't even give a shit, bro. Like, this, just because something happens often and is common enough to understand. Like, I know people who've literally gone through this, and you just stand there and go, well, fuck. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna get in the way of them? You're not paid to do that. You make borderline minimum wage, bro. Like, it's such a weird thing to care about property theft so much, and not understand, like, what the context of this is. Why does he always do this? Every time I say stuff like this, someone like Destiny, often Destiny himself, will just like, oh, if I say these guys are being racist, and you just scroll down and they're racist. Like, why does he think that means that I am endorsing the shoplifting? I don't think this is a good thing. I don't think that anybody that, I mean, for more than one reason. It's not just that stealing is some sort of like this immoral thing that we don't like. Yeah, it's not good for a functional society for theft to occur. Everyone, I think, agrees that, like, if Destiny's Infinity Thief was a thing that exists, it isn't. But if it was, that would be bad. But that's not what's happening. The Infinity Thief isn't a thing. What is happening here specifically with this kind of theft, it's from huge conglomerate places like Ulta. You'll see it happen at places like Best Buy has security, so they don't usually have that happen. But a lot of places where it's sort of high turnover per unit things like fragrance. You can get that kind of stuff out of computers and stuff like that too. But again, people usually guard electronics a little bit more because they're more expensive per unit. But irrespective, Best Buy has security. Best Buy does have security. The guy that stands, if you ever walked into a Best Buy, they have security right at the front. Yeah, it's so insignificant. The company themselves, I mean, are going to be fine. No one is being harmed in the process of a theft at an Ulta. Yes, at like a mom and pop store. No, at a Walmart. I mean, it's just different. And so if we can understand that, like, no one's like materially getting hurt when they steal from an Ulta, unless they intervene, the obvious, most ethical path in the case of a theft is to just stay there and let them do the theft. Why would you prevent that from happening? Beyond, like, and we're not, my tweet wasn't even about theft. Like, it wasn't. But if he wants my opinion on this, because he clearly thinks that somehow my tweet saying, hey, this guy's racist, is about theft. Let's talk about the actual thing that he's mad about me. Okay? The actual thing. Nobody is saying that theft is like super, super good all the time. Okay? Now there is a difference between political looting, like during the thing, which is his editor at one point during this video, I'm pretty confident basically pulls up that tweet of me saying like looting is based actually, or looting is praxis actually, or something like that, which is a joke, but also like, yeah, I mean if you're gonna do anything, and when you loot, if you loot from a Target, am I mad about it? Again, the material conditions of the people that work at Target are not infected or influenced by theft at a Target in the way that like in the severity that Destiny would put on it. It's so weird. I'm not for theft, but it makes sense that it happens under capitalism, and then you exacerbate the problem by encouraging the racism that causes these same groups of people to feel as though it is necessary to cause that. It's just, it perpetuates itself. It's so strange. I had a bunch of movie theater jobs, and my boss would tell me to kick them out. They never asked anyone else, and you happen to be a big, scary black man. Every time I just went and told them to be more careful. You get paid enough to be a bouncer chieftain. Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. Anyway, let's keep going.
Because when stuff like that happens too much, stores just close. There's a reason why certain stores don't open in certain neighborhoods, and it's because if you shoplift too much, or if too much theft happens, these things don't operate on like 90% profit margins.
Of course not.
Where you can just like throw.
I don't think, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it is entirely excusable. I'm just saying in the situation, like this specific situation right now today, like what do you want people to do? Like, the Ulta will be fine. If they move the store, the workers at the Ulta store will be fine. They may have to get new jobs, or they'll just relocate with the other store. It's not that big a deal. Like, it's just self-perpetuating bullshit again, because it's capitalism causes this, but the only way to fix it is more capitalism with him. It's so strange. Stores throw that shit out all the time. Of course they do. Of course. They're not hurting.
Into perpetuity a fuck ton of products. It doesn't work that way. Number one. Number two. Okay.
It's even worse than that. He pulls up a quote of yours that's pro-looting, and he acts like he responded to you just because of that, even he wasn't aware of the quote until chat gave it to him. Well, yeah, of course.
Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Shopping at stores in, like, ghetto areas because of shoplifters is a garbage experience.
get
Okay,
another job,
I
bro.
encourage you, go get the fucking key from mom and dad to step out of your little gated community and go to a shitty fucking neighborhood and go to a CVS and go learn what it's like to ask the fucking clerk, hey, can you come to the back and unlock the cabinet for me so I can get a fucking razor blade? Can you come and unlock the cabinet because every fucking thing in the store has to be behind a glass case because people steal shit all the time?
I mean, yeah, I've been in those spaces before. I mean, I don't. So this is an argument from convenience? Do you know what a better solution to theft is? Preventing the cause of theft. And do you know what the cause of theft is? It's poverty. I do not appreciate the use of ghetto neighborhoods. By the way,
it is so horrible. Or in any of the shittier parts of LA where you got to talk.
But why are we talking about this? Because this isn't what my tweet is about. This isn't what my tweet is about. He's on this a ton, and this is not this is not the topic. This is what I'm talking about. We're not even talking about the thing that I'm talking about. He is having a dialogue with himself atop my tweet. This is not the topic that I'm discussing. He's literally created a guy. He made up a guy. This isn't my argument. I didn't make any of this.
Talk to somebody through like the Star Trek Voyager screen because everything is locked and they've got like this complicated Death Note mechanism to like give you products and stuff. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to shove your fucking drink in the fuck. Oh my god. Don't support this type of shit, okay? He definitely got that take from an Atlanta episode.
They got a no chase
Atlanta.
policy. They can't stop me.
I've never watched Atlanta. Is it good, chat? I hear good things about Atlanta, but I have never seen it.
Most of these stores got it. It's a liability thing. And even if they see me stealing, they can't chase me.
Sir, those shoes can I get you a different size, or?
See? You gotta keep giving me great customer service.
Sky Comet Fallen, thanks for the 50 biddies. Puts the straw man and straw man.
That's all he could do.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. But like,
That wouldn't surprise. What do you mean? What? I haven't seen it.
Jesus, don't. It's so fucking annoying. Don't defend shoplifting. Shoplifting is garbage.
Nobody's defending shoplifting. He made up a guy.
Don't do it. People that shoplift are trash, okay?
He made up a guy. I'm
Just
not.
don't do it. It's so
I'm
easy
not-
to just
I'm
say
not saying it.
shoplifting is bad. Nobody should do it. Not even black people.
I thought it was pretty obvious what I was talking about because it is showing what looks to be a few individuals, 3-4 individuals that seem to have black skin. So they seem to be black folks stealing from Ulta. I mean, at least a couple of them are, irrespective. Live from Chicago. Now, is anyone like when you see this, just as a lefty person? It isn't Jules. Wait, did someone say Jules? Is this the jewel theft? No, it's just perfume. This is perfume. This is not jewels. This is just the. So when you say live from Chicago from an account called Libs of TikTok, what do you think they're saying?
I have no idea, to be honest. Now,
Why the fuck wouldn't you know? What? How do you pretend if Destiny really? Okay, if Sargon of Akkad tweeted that tweet with that video, what would you think Sargon was saying? Live from Chicago. Are you not? Are you actually just pretending to be a dumbass, or are you actually a dumbass? You have to pick. How can you be that ignorant? I've literally seen you talk about dog whistling before. How do you not understand this? Pretend, dude. How can you pretend this way? I don't. What? What are you new? He's terminally online. How does he not fucking know that? I refuse to believe that he is being genuine in that case. What? I don't know what they're saying. Shut the fuck up. How do you not know what the fuck is being said here? Dumb. Devious Chills for thanks me one to Frage.
I'm not that steeped in internet culture.
What do you mean you're not that steeped in internet culture? Steve, you're fucking Destiny. What are you talking about? You have a part of internet culture to yourself. What do you mean? It's just he's fucking lying, dude. He's got to be lying. There's just no way. Look at him smiling.
But I mean, I guess if I was like reading pretty hard,
This is one of the. It's like a huge account. I don't even know.
TikTok might be ironic, making fun of like liberals that defend black people, progressives too much. Maybe there's like a racist undertone. I don't know. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
What do you think this is?
Fucking wild, dude.
And
fucking
what do you
wild.
think I'm saying?
Eccleston,
Just say what you mean with your whole chest. What do you think I'm saying here? So much dog whistle, right? Live from Chicago. Now, if you click on
But like, even so, there are so many other racist people to attack than people filming shoplifters.
We're not attacking the guy filming. What are you talking about? It's not about the guy filming, you fool. Why is he so dumb? I know he'll find out shortly in this video that that's not what I'm talking about. And yet, there is still an almost half an hour long uploaded video about him just genuinely misunderstanding what I'm saying. Still, it got uploaded. How is that reasonable? How is that a thing? How is that a decision that was made? I don't understand.
Like,
Crazy shit.
Why would you choose? Black people do so much more in the United States than just shoplift. Like, there are so many other causes to like go into.
What's he saying? We all know how concerned Destiny is about property. Oh yeah. Thanks, Raymond, for the 50 buddies. Dr. Rainey, thanks for 30
feel
more
like
months.
I see people on the left, and now
What
I'm
is
not
he
going to
saying?
go dig through the Twitter thread, so if you think I'm making shit up, go for it. The problem is always that when
What?
somebody comes out and they say like, oh, like, I'm not defending shoplifting, really? Because as soon as you tweet and start arguing about it, everybody in the comments is. Like, and there were people in the comments on this thread who were like, oh, well, it's a mega corporation. Shoplifting from mega. You think that they can't handle the loss? They've got insurance. They're fine. Like, you get all these people like, oh, wait, hold on. They are all defending shoplifting.
It's not about defending shoplifting, bro. It's about defending it. It's about defending the worker that is working there when when you're like, why didn't anybody stop them? Like, what do you want? You're defending shoplifting? I'm not defending shoplifting. I don't think they should shoplift. I don't think they should shoplift from Ulta. However, if I'm going to see someone shoplift, I'm going to throw it out there. I think the best place to shoplift from would be a corporation. Just ethically. Like, if you need money and you need to survive and you have decided that you have turned to crime to support yourself or whatever, and you need to shoplift in your head to make ends meet, corporation might be the way to go. I don't want you shoplifting someone's fucking bodega, right? That's worse to me. That's self-inflicted class warfare, right? Like, we're just hitting our own. Destiny telling you that you're responsible for the responses your community gives to your tweets is fucking rich, coming from density, Steve. I mean, that's really what it is. Yeah. It really, yeah.
Right? You have fucking Hassan on stream saying some dumb white kid shit. Like, oh yeah, people they steal the TVs and then they sell them in the neighborhoods to buy fucking steak for their children. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Holy shit!
Steak
for
their
what
children?
Fucking Cloud9 utopia are you on, dude? You're insane.
Utopia, bruh. I don't think understanding why theft happens, they take things to resell them so they can have money. I don't think understanding that is an endorsement of the practice. I don't want anybody to steal because I don't want anybody to need to steal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want theft to exist. I want the reason for theft existing to not exist. How does that not make sense? The stealing and reselling things utopia that we've all been waiting for. Ah, yes. Everyone thinks of the black market and thinks, ha-ha, the precise way that we should run the world. That's my worldview. Black market capitalism specifically. That's the best utopia we could think of. What kind of fucking... Who says that? What leftist has ever said that ever? Destiny thinks the black market is run by black people? Oh boy. That's funny, but I'm going to throw the guy a bone here. Assume he doesn't think that. That is fucking funny though.
Yeah, like, Jesus, just Don't. Just
Kirk
don't.
W.
Just don't defend this. You don't have to do it. You can condemn racist and shoplifting all at the same time.
We are. What are you talking about? That's what happened. There's nothing in that. What did I say about, like, I still don't understand how he read, just say what you mean with your whole chest, and read, like, he thinks that this tweet, for some reason, is like, shoplifting is based. I still don't understand how he got to that point. I don't know how he got there. This is wild.
Oh, some guy emailed me this. I thought, well, no, I don't know. Never mind. He has defended looting as well, it seems.
Thoughts on stealing of the shampoo from Walgreens? Yeah, I saw this. This is so fucking stupid, dude. Like, just let people steal shit, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? They're not hurting anybody.
Good call.
Like, that's unironically my take. Like, what is this? This is like actually dry snitching, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, are they stealing from you? No, they're stealing from Walgreens. Like, what are you, Mr. Wall or Mr. Green? Like, why are you...
That's actually fucking funny. Magnetar, thanks to the Prime, dude.
you fucking doing that?
Oh, yeah.
So the take here is not the Hassan. I mean, at least my take. I don't agree that constantly stealing shit is good for anybody. I do understand why it happens, and I do think that some people make that call and they're like, I'm gonna steal. Cyberchill, thanks for calling. I do agree with Hassan on part of that take though. The part where if you see someone stealing and you fucking snitch on them, it's weird. If it's from like a Walgreens or something, you know what I mean? It doesn't have anything to do with my opinion, Sky Comet Fallen. It has nothing to do with my opinion. Nothing that I said implies any of this, okay? Nothing in my tweet had anything to do with this.
Yeah, and then we've got looting as praxis. Yeah, I don't know, but they'll all say like, "Oh, well, I don't defend it. I don't defend any of it."
Looting is practice. Okay, so looting on May 28th of 2020. On May 28th of 2020, looting is praxis. What do you think I'm talking about? Do you think I'm talking about dudes just stealing from Ulta? Or do you think maybe I find that when you're trying to make a political statement, especially in regards to, say, a large corporation, maybe a Target, maybe, I'm certainly not going to be upsetty if that shit gets taken. Like, have you ever listened to is it April 26, 1992 by Sublime, dude? It's a banger. It's a banger. You should check it out. They basically talk like about the Rodney King riots, and they're just like, shit's hard out here, man. When this happened, we saw an opportunity to improve our material conditions in life, and so we fucking did it. And he's like in the song, Bradley, the lead singer of Sublime, talks about like, I mean, all the stuff that you're hearing right now that's making this music that you are enjoying and listening to came from us stealing it. And like, hey, I'm just saying, I'm not saying 100% looting all the time, which is of course the only way that someone like, you know, whenever Destiny's mad at me, he'll be like, well, you think looting 100% of the time is with the praxis? No. What I'm saying is, okay, if you're gonna do a riot, and in this case it was the George Floyd, it was the summer of 2020. I mean, what? If there's gonna be riots and shit, and like the entire system, like the frustration of the entire system, wasn't just police. It wasn't just the economy. It wasn't just COVID. It was all of it. It was all of it. All the frustration of 2020 just started to boil out in that moment, and everybody knew it was happening. Like I don't think if you lived 10 years prior to 2020, like especially if you're an adult, right, and you go into 2020 and experience that, we all knew what was happening. It wasn't just people randomly just fucking, you know, taking shit for no reason. I mean, there's some of that, but it was like, it's a political thing. Anyway, I don't think the Ulta tweet has anything to do with that. So why are we talking about this? Who knows, dude?
But yeah.
Do you think this is looting? Do you think? Does anybody consider what this is looting?
Right? Live from Chicago. Now, if you click on this, because I saw it like this, you just go like this, you scroll down, it says, here's Us Magazine. These beauty brands are taking a stand against systemic oppression in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement, Ulta Beauty, blah, blah, blah. We all have responsibility to create justice.
Destiny, is this not what you were talking about? Because Walgreens is like one of the only examples outside of Walmart that is a...
Clockwork, thanks for 30.
Destiny, is this not what you were talking about? Because Walgreens is like one of the only examples outside of Walmart.
Right, of course it's shoplifting, right? So already we agree that it's not looting, it is shoplifting. So they are different, and there is a different political motivation behind looting during a riot, during a protest. There was riots at times, and then there's a difference between shoplifting. Do I think looting is good 100% of the time? No. Do I think looting can be effective? Rather than, I don't know if good's even the word I would use. Is looting a politically effective tool at times? Does it 100% improve the material conditions of the people looting? Yeah. So it just depends, dude. It just depends. Where are you looting from? If you're stealing from fucking mom and pop shops, you're not a good person. If you're taking from Target, I mean, a little bit different. Taking from Walmart, even better. You know what I mean? Now, do I want people to have to? That's the big point, though. That's the rub. And that's what he doesn't fucking understand when leftists talk about this shit, right? Like, he doesn't understand this. And even if he says he does understand, he's not listening, right? Because the point is, if you're not going to tax the rich the way they should be taxed, if you're not going to give healthcare, if you're not going to give education, if you're not going to decommodify survival necessities for humanity, they're going to start taking shit. They're going to. That's just what happens. There is more of us people than there are people that don't want us, right? It's redistribution, bruh. I'm just saying, if you can have this contentious system if you want, because Destiny advocates for this system. He has. Don't get me wrong. Destiny has better takes on how to run the country than like the worst people you know. He's better than like a Matt Walsh. Okay, it's not our bar, but he is better. He's better than probably Gothics. But he's not good. His idea is like, let's do capitalism. I think he's for healthcare. At least he was last time I heard him talk about it. Like, there are some things he's for, but he's not for decommodification of, say, housing, or at least not decommodification of basic housing. Because, you know what I mean? He wants people to pay rent and shit. Like, what the fuck? So there's this fundamental difference between the worldview of somebody over here when you don't understand it, apparently. I don't know how he doesn't understand it, but he doesn't seem to. And someone who wants just capitalism. It's like you are exacerbating the problem that causes the theft. You say you don't like theft, yet you support the apparatus that makes theft a viable option for survival. DeFluffy Ori, thanks for one of Cyber Chill. Like, why not simply stop advocating for the thing that is the... Like, do you think theft happens in a situation where people's, like, safety, their survival, isn't commodifiable? Like, if necessities are taken care of, and the only thing you have to buy is stuff you want, not things you need, do you think theft happens? Theft happens at the rate that we talk about it? No. Someone might steal a car every once in a while. Someone might, I don't know, steal some other shit from people. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be like Ulta. It would happen less frequently. I mean, it just would. I don't know why we're pretending it's not.
Okay, the problem is that when you steal from...
But again, this is not what I'm talking about in this tweet. It's still not the topic.
Large corporations, you're not stealing from mega corporations.
Potato activist, thanks for following.
It doesn't work like that. Every individual store is going to have its own, like profit loss. Every single store is going to run, like certain margins.
Cool, bro.
When you steal something from a store,
are we still talking about this?
Collectively from the entire corporation, you're stealing from that store. And if that store has like too many problems with shoplifting, the store will close. They'll just close. Like it's not like fucking Walgreens is going to be like, oh yeah,
This is again. we're not talking. Okay, I'm talking about it now today. I have not been talking about stealing or any of that. If we want to talk about that topic, we can. But again, in this video, I'm not talking about theft at all. I'm not talking about the merits of theft. I'm not talking about whether it's good or bad. I'm not putting a value judgment on theft whatsoever. I could think theft is the worst fucking thing in the world and still tweet that tweet. Like what? It doesn't make any sense for him to be talking about this.
You know, we've got 2 shops, you know, at the corner, whatever. These things actually lose money, but we can just go ahead and like subsidize their losses with other stores. No, they'll just close them. Like, what do you mean?
Society. Ulta Beauty has said that they're going to donate to equal justice.
He's finally going to get to the point now.
Ulta Beauty will double black-owned brands in its stores to invest $25 million in diversity initiatives. What do you think this person is saying? What do you think this person is saying? What do you not the guy in the video? The guy in the video is saying, "Wow." He says, "Wow, wow, wow." What do you think I'm responding to here? If you had to pick any subject, who do you think I am aiming? Just say what you mean with your whole chest. Where do you think the topic is that I am talking about? Do you think I'm talking about Ulta? Do you think I'm talking about the guy filming the video saying, "Wow"?
Yes, he does. And then look at his fucking face. Well, you can't see it if I do that. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, that's what I did think. Oh.
Pretty clearly, I'm saying, wow, look at this fucking guy, live from Chicago, huh? Oh, he goes on to do all this. Ulta likes black people. But why would they like black people when he thinks that, you know, clearly the implication is not, oh, look at this situation, isn't this theft fucked up? What is he saying? What is this fucking guy saying? It's a dog. He's being racist. Live from Chicago. I mean, it's literally just saying, oh, wow, shocker, black people steal stuff. Implying Ulta likes.
Does he not agree with that or what? Okay.
I don't want to defend this Twitter account because I don't know. For all intents, this might actually be a racist Twitter account.
It is a racist. What do you mean? What? Look at what? Of course. And so he's like, well, I don't want to. Come on. What the fuck? How is this a video still? At this point, you go, oh, okay, well, I was wrong. This is the point, Steve, in the video, in your stream, where you go, oh, I guess I was wrong about that. You're right. I didn't know what you were talking about. I misinterpreted it, and I made it about a thing that it wasn't about. It's okay, buddy. I accept your apology. If you say it, all you gotta do is say it. You just say, hey, sorry for fucking that one up. That's my B. I saw your tweet when it came across, and I got mad and started vibrating with rage when I saw you. Like, what the fuck?
No, because I don't spend all day, believe it or not, like scrolling Twitter accounts.
You don't have to spend all day. You don't have to spend all day to go to know libs of TikTok is being racist here. You could have literally only seen this set of tweets and go, oh yeah, I mean clearly this is racist. Like, what is he talking about? Cat? Yeah, it's definitely ridiculous.
But I mean, like, if we're, I'm not even saying ultra charitable. It seems like what they're pointing out is that like the irony of like, oh, these stores are trying to expand like black-owned stores, blah 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 blah, and then here's black people shoplifting from the store.
Is that irony? The only way that is ironic, Destiny, the only way that is ironic is if Ulta's support of black-owned businesses or support of black people in general is contradicted by black people stealing from the store. And the only way that Ulta's support of black people is a contradiction in the face of black people stealing from the store is if this group of people that the other black people, the black people that didn't steal from the store, if you include them in the group that did. And do you know what that's called, Destiny? That's what racism do. That's how racism, chat. If you apply negative moral inherency to a group of people that look similar to criminals, aesthetically, and you go, well, if these black people steal, then these must also be possible thieves. You're a racist. I don't know how this is the easiest example of dog whistling ever. How is Destiny confused about this? In any way? Just fucking how? You're going to pretend you don't understand this? Because you're just like, oh, well, I don't know the libs of TikTok. Twitter account. What? Do you need to? Okay.
If you want to call that racist, I guess.
How is it not racist? How is it not racist? To see group of black people does bad thing, that means other black people will do bad thing. How is that not racist, bro? This is like, if you were to give an example of a dog whistle in a textbook about dog whistles, you could make this like a story problem and be like, find the dog whistle, and students would get this correct. They'd be like, oh, that's the fucking dog whistle. I've actually taken classes on, not dog whistling necessarily, although I've taken classes on propaganda detection. Although it wasn't called that. It was, called like the analysis of media or something like that. But basically it's just like, how do you detect propaganda? What's going on? I mean, clearly this is that. I
don't know what direction I'm heading for my content in 2021.
What's that have to do with anything?
I'm going to start to dial back the not patronage.
What?
Not paternalistic.
What is he talking about?
The patronizing. I'm going to start to dial back the patronizing tone towards like minorities and women quite a bit, because some people are way too extreme on it. Okay.
What?
Every single time you mention something bad about like a woman or a black person, doesn't have to be fucking racist or sexist.
Wait. What? So his argument here, after finding out he wasn't talking to me, he was talking around me, he was yelling at me for a thing I didn't say. After finding out what the actual subject of the tweet is, he goes, yeah, but like, not everything's racist. How is that the rebuttal, bro? You just found out what I was talking about live in front of us just a second ago. And then you're already trying to, like, you do realize, how do you, like, just looking back at this, how do you not look at this and go, yeah, I started hedging when I didn't figure out what he was talking about, and then I had started panic because I wanted to still disagree, instead of just agreeing with him that was dog whistling, which would be the easy route, but it wouldn't be the one with the most, like, I don't know, for some reason he had to save face there. He'd be like, well, now he's just reading into things that are racist. Like, what? Okay. You need this in a GIF? Which one? This one? That's what racism do. That's how racism, chat. Yeah, true. Anyway.
Okay? Like, white people need to shut the fuck up with that shit. Go do something else, okay? Go back to buying fucking boxed wine and playing Mario Kart or something. I don't know. Like, and leave, like, the conversations to the big boys. Because, yeah. Jesus.
What? Is he talking to me still? I don't... Boxed wine and Mario Kart. Okay, if you want a more accurate appraisal of something that I do a lot, you could say smoking weed and playing sports video games, probably, because I'm a jock. Okay, I'm just a chubby jock. I'm an ex-jock. Okay, I got hurted. It hurts to do stuff. Okay, but yeah, he was just wrong. He's just wrong about it, and he's like, well, this is exasperating.
It's a dog. He's being racist. Live from Chicago. I mean, it's literally just saying, "Oh wow, shocker! Black people steal stuff." Implying, and
it wasn't. Oh, let's see what he's saying. The implying part is
actually backed up by this, implying pretty clearly, like there's some sort of like contradiction here. He is implying that there is a
Well, sure, but I mean, like, there is a little bit of a contradiction here.
There's not a contradiction. You can't believe that there is a contradiction in supporting BLM and then getting robbed by people who happen to be black unless you think that those two groups are inextricably linked. You, like, genuinely cannot. Unless you're racist. It's not hypocrisy. It's so fucking wild. Or not hypocrisy. It's not a. Did I say hypocrisy? Wait. It's just so dumb. It's not like contradiction unless you're racist. It's not a contradiction. That's what I was looking for. Fuck, dude. Just so dumb.
Yeah, right. That's the problem. Now, you can argue whether or not it's valid or not valid, but
contradiction. that they can support anti-racist things, but if they get robbed, well, now there's a reason for the racism. Why would they do this? This is stupid, isn't it? How in the world? Just say what you mean with your whole chest. Clearly, it's just like, just be racist then. Just say the racist thing. Do you want to know what Destiny's reply? Oh yeah, and the replies are all like, just shoot them. Like, if you just look at it. Like, see this video in Texas, should people die? It's like, defunct heroes. And then call the police. No one does they record. What are they? Are they seriously stealing perfume? How do they not know? How? And people are confused about why you would steal perfume, a highly, like a high value thing. You can resell that, like. So of course, in great Destiny.
I don't know what he's implying or whatever, but okay.
Fashion, like a dumbass, he sees me tweet and just immediately goes unhinged. He sees this tweet. I don't follow Destiny. He follows me. I am blocked. He follows me through, like, he must, like, search me out, because if he has me blocked, he can't see this. So he has to unblock me or go to my page.
I don't know how many people. I am obsessed with so many leftist content creators, because, like, 10 of what? I think Vosh has said it before. I think Corn Guy has said it before. Mike, I know, has made the claim.
Corn Guy.
He's probably just talking shit. It feels like so many of these people.
Okay, so I don't think obsession is the right word. If I use obsessed, that's not what I mean. Okay? Do you want to know? Do you want to know what the word is actually? I think he's like a little fixated, because whenever we disagree, and we do occasionally, regularly, like he'll like pretty much it's the Big Joel conversation, his shit Kyle Rittenhouse take, and then he did the trans panic thing. All of those I disagree with, and then he did this. In all of those situations, he pretty much just doesn't understand what I'm saying. Because he's not charitable about it. He assumes that I'm like I don't know how saying, hey, that thing is racist means that I support shoplifting. That kind of stretch. Where it's just like, oh, Corn Guy. He says Corn Guy. I'll call him Steve. Corn Guy said a thing, so it must imply this other thing. And it's like, brah, it doesn't imply the other thing. Just read the words I'm saying. That's it. That's all it takes. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to watch this whole video. I'm almost done with it, but I kind of want to see what he says after I show him the tweet.
People say that, like, I'm obsessed. How do I have the time? How do I have the time to be so obsessed? Like, you're a streamer. You know how the game works.
The game. This is what I'm talking about, okay? This really, really cynical sort of like, oh, I'm going to start up beef for clicks. That shit, I'm not interested in that shit. There's a reason I say no to Destiny when he wants to talk, right? Although I would have talked about this live because I just think he's a fucking dumbass. I think this is super funny. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't like the fucking the clicks game, man. I'm not trying to talk to you to get money. I don't care like that. It's just not the way I care about it. I enjoy my community. I enjoy the people that are here. If you enjoy being here, I want you to be here. If you don't enjoy it, then fuck off. I don't care. Like, it's nice when people support. I get to, I'm very fortunate in the way that I make my money and the way that I support my household and stuff like that. And it's cool. It's a cool job. But, like, I'm not trying to do this fucking the game shit with Destiny. I'm not trying to. I'm not interested in it. If you want to have a discussion, you can approach me and ask. You can be like, hey, I disagree with you about this specific thing. And if I go, yeah, that seems worth talking about, then we will. I mean, that's pretty much how it works. I have an open door policy. If Destiny wants to talk, he could pop in, and if he has something to actually say, cool. But my limits are pretty simple. Number one, I'm not going to do it at the expense of the trans community or any of the LGBT community. I'm just not going to do it. If he's doing shit like, you know, the trans panic thing, which he did, which is disgusting. I'm not gonna be a part of that. Other people will have that. I'm not making that discourse again. Fucking kink at pride shit. I'm not like reopening stuff. If it's current, if we're already in the middle of the discourse on the day of, I might fucking talk about it. That's fine. But usually what happens is, and especially, I mean, also always with Destiny, in my experience, he either vastly misunderstands what the fuck I'm saying, which I just don't even want to interact with him then, because he's already attacking the guy he made up in his head, and I'm not trying to like defend the guy I'm not. And then the other thing he does is it'll be like weeks after the initial discourse about the thing, and then it will be dredged back the fuck up. There's no way Destiny and I could have a debate with the amount of buzz that would be around that shit without that starting the conversation over. And I'm not saying because I'm like some big shit over here. I'm just saying people know me, people know Destiny. Destiny's debating some guy, especially me, right now, because he's, you know, I don't say yes to him, right? So people know that, right? It would just create this buzz about the thing that it just does a disservice to all the people that conversation is about. I'm not trans. Destiny's not trans. Okay. I might take that back. Although I think it is in jest. I could be wrong. It seems disingenuous. Does anybody know if Destiny actually is identifying currently as non-binary, or is that just a dumb Twitter thing because he thought it was funny? Because I've never heard him say that. I know he's bi or pan. But is that real? Like, because he is non-binary? Okay. Is that because someone said it is confirmed? Okay. All right. Does he prefer, well, I'm saying he right now, but does he prefer they? He said it in a debate with Demon Mama. Okay, I don't watch this shit. That's why I don't know. Does he prefer like they them, or does he just not give a shit? I actually care about that. Nothing's gained by acting as though it's insincere. Well, I just remembered now, and he only does it on Twitter where he's a fucking troll at all times. Just to him. Okay. Anyway, well, I wanted to check before. I just realized that we were talking, and I just remembered that was a thing. He said it's to dunk on libs. See, this is what I don't like about, like, I don't know, it's like a weird cudgeling of his identity. Well, I hope that's not the case, but whatever. I was already intended or inclined to just be like, yeah, okay, he identifies as non-binary, but I've never heard him talk about it. But if he wants to normalize NBs, by all means, of course, yeah, obviously. Destiny's really good at debate. Oh, I agree that Destiny's good at debate, but Destiny is also just fucking disingenuous, and he's wrong here. I mean, when you sound really good in a debate against like JonTron, I mean, that's not really like my bar, dude. He's good in debate in general. I do think that Destiny is good at stuff. Don't get me wrong. There's a reason he has popularity. I do not think that he is bad at talking. But he's a fucking asshole, and his community is ass, and he is not. He is like, I don't know what it is specifically with our relationship. He is incapable of like just asking a qualifying question before he has this like hyper aggro attitude, right? Like, what if he would have simply tweeted instead of through a block, although I know I frustrate him. If instead of through the block he quote tweeted me the stupid thing that I'm about to show on stream. If instead of that, if he just was like, "Wait, are you saying that the shoplifting is good?" I'd be like, "No, did I say that?" Then he wouldn't even have a guy, you know what I mean? He wouldn't even have the fucking we wouldn't be making this content right now. We'd be doing something else right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really fucking weird. It's just really fucking weird. And DGG is the worst. They're just so awful to deal with. Because they're just like fucking, I don't know, they're just so parasocial. It's very odd.
Oh yeah, Vermin Hands, that crazy. The only reason why I respond to tweets 99% of the time, if you guys want me to pull back the curtain, okay, here's Oz. Okay, I'm pulling back the curtain. Usually, what happens is somebody just tweets at me, or they DM me and they're like, "Yo, did you see this dumb tweet?" I'm like, "Holy shit, I'm gonna go make a tweet," and that's just like 10 seconds.
So you admit this is this is what I thought was gonna happen. I don't know who Vermin Hands is. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Wait, are we talking? Wait, isn't that? Wait, is that Vosh's partner? Or are they not together? Previous partner. Oh, they're not together anymore? When did that happen? Oh, they live there still? I know that. But either way, I mean, why? So in this video, we're halfway through, and I'm probably not gonna finish it. In the video, you first initially get mad at me for a thing I don't say. You find out that I'm not saying the thing that you're mad about. And then you go, well, yeah, but maybe it's not racist. And then you go, well, you know, when I saw it, I took 10 seconds and I just responded. I didn't even think about it. Well, how do you think this makes you sound good? Or, I don't know what the thing is, man. Okay. Let's continue.
That's all I do. I'm not going out searching through this guy's fucking Twitter. I don't care about you that much.
That's good. I'm glad that you don't. Would you please do me a favor and read words?
And even if I did, I'm too busy playing horrible brain rot games in order to actually do it.
It doesn't necessarily have to unblock me, but he has to go to my page and click
While on my Twitter. Right, of course.
oh, do you want to see these tweets? You blocked this person. He has to click that and be like, hey, undo that. And then he has to like just scroll, because there's no way it would show up on his feed, right? So I'm clearly like fucking bothering him. You know what I mean? Did you send him shit? I mean, even so, if he has his fans send him shit, you read this with the context of this, and his reply is this. White people that defend black people stealing shit from stores like this are unironically the most racist fucking losers I've ever seen.
True!
What? I agree, Eccleston. What do you mean? Wait, how is this me saying, yeah, theft is fine? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm so confused. So this just filled up my timeline yesterday. I barely looked at it. I took a shit and replied to a few people and then muted the thread. But like, how? How in the fucking world? How do you go from, hey, they're dog whistling, to I'm defending them stealing from Ulta?
Does anybody have the actual like Twitter thread? Because I think I even
The actual
argued
Twitter thread I just showed you.
there are people in the thread that are unironically defending shoplifting.
I don't care. There are people in the thread unironically defending shoplifting? Am I people? What does that have to do with me? Well, there are other people saying that. So, why the fuck are you talking to me then, bitch? Talk to somebody fucking else. It doesn't make any sense. Well, you pissed me off a little bit. Like, fucking why? That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. I don't know how you can say these words out loud and go, yeah, I'm being reasonable. Yeah. Like, no. So fucking dumb, bro. You are responsible for the opinions of all your audience, I guess. Then that means he is, and I don't think he wants that responsibility.
Like, or is this the thing where this is another thing that I hate about lefties? Whenever you confront them,
Confront me about what? I'm not being confronted. You made up a guy.
maybe it's a good thing too. And this is why I think debate and all of this, we need to go back to saying this is actually an important thing. Is because when you confront these people, all of a sudden
About
their views
what?
moderate so much. Dude, if you want to make a lefty moderate, just confront.
Oh, this shit. So first of all, predicting his endorsement of a Republican in 2024. Lock it in, lol. Want to bet on it? Weird response. I mean, it is a weird response. How is this not weird? I love this shit.
Confront them with somebody that isn't a fucking spineless fuck. And
How is this spineless? I just don't know how this is a fucking moderate, like a joke. Like, how do you...
watch them
So
all of a
funny,
sudden
dude.
turn into a fucking liberal. Because when these guys are left
Me
to
a
their
liberal?
own devices,
Let's see
their
it.
own crazy room and their own fucking lefty hamster wheels to spin and spin and spin and spin, they'll come out of that shit. Fucking,
Love the editor here.
whoa, stealing is bait.
Large theft from stores. PSA theft is fine for multi-billion. Wait, why are they showing? Looks like you guys are in that. Why are they showing me? What does this have to do with me? Looting
like,
is
with the
practice.
May
29th, 2020, bro. Again, can we please? Can we please? Oh my god, dude. Okay, so what if this is like me saying, this is like Destiny saying, having sex is fun, and then I go, wow, you want to have sex with kids? And him going, no, I didn't say that. And I'm going, well, fucking, you said sex is good. You didn't say sex with kids was bad. Like, why would I make that leap? Like, why would I do that? I would be a dum-dum for that. Like, what? What? Doesn't make any sense. And then stripping this of the context of May 29th, 2020. Amazing.
Craziest thoughts. And then if you talk to them for like 5 seconds, they're like, yeah.
Talk to me for 5
stealing,
seconds.
It can be okay if it's like a poor family that's trying to steal food to survive, but otherwise it's probably not good, right? Like you can get them in like 2 seconds.
Is that... Wait. First of all, I don't think I've ever said that, like, just stealing shit is good. Right? Again, there's a big difference between understanding why, and I said this earlier, big difference between understanding why theft seems like a viable and sometimes is a viable option for some people, and then endorsing just theft all the time. I do not endorse theft all the time. Does anybody endorse constant theft? Because that's not it. Because I don't think anybody does. I don't think you could find an anarchist that's like, yes, an economy of pure theft. Nobody has that take. Except for capitalism. Okay, that was a meme. But not really. But not fucking really. Mitchell Drummer with 100 biddies. Oh yeah, you're in that.
To be like, hey, maybe it's not actually.
That's why you got
based.
message. Yeah.
But the more they like sit in their echo chambers, it's crazy.
What echo chamber, bro? It's so weird to think it's an echo chamber. Like, what do you think not having an echo chamber? Like, I feel like we mistake having convictions, and that there's some things that are steadfast with having an echo chamber, right? There are some people who genuinely have echo chambers. I would say someone like Ben Shapiro, right? Someone like Ben Shapiro, he gets told yes constantly because people want his money, right? By the way, capitalism doing a bad again, exacerbating the problem. Like, but me, bro, I only interact with people that disagree with me pretty much. The only time people agree with me are in chat. And even then, chat sometimes disagrees with me. And then I convince them with my hard-won intellect. And I browbeat them, and I intimidate them, and I punch them in their face because they're dweebs. I just bully you guys. And then you agree with me. That's how it works.
I don't get it. This is fairly common in large stores with barely any security personnel. Smash and grabs happen so much, a lot of stores won't even chase you because it's more expensive to pay medical bills and replace items. Has this dude ever left the burbs? I don't know what this is even... I don't even know what the point of this tweet is. Yeah, sorry. Jesus. Braindead leftists defend shoplifting. This guy probably does, but I don't see how you can deny that tweet seemed like dog whistling. That was my initial reading of it. It might have been.
This is the part of his stream where his chat goes, I agree with actual Jake.
I guess. Especially if you scroll down and read more. I didn't scroll. I'm not going through the Twitter account to check.
I wouldn't go through a Twitter account to check. I'm much more comfortable being wrong. You know what? Fuck it. Why even look at context? I'm just going to fire off what I think are banger tweets. and I'm gonna go play. I don't know. Maybe I'll play some fucking. I don't know what's he been playing. What's he been playing lately? More fucking Factorio, Among Us. I don't even know. Among Us. I don't think he's been playing Among Us.
But the thing is that like even if it was, and I'm saying that's what I'm saying earlier. Like I can grant you all of this. Even if it is all racist dog whistling, just you don't have to defend shitty behavior, right? It's
Who's defending shitty behavior? What? There is no defense of shitty behavior occurring. I don't know. What? In this scenario, you want me to ignore obvious racism because the people the racism was targeted at were doing a crime. Does that negate the fact that that was racist? And that was typecasting an entire race of human people that say, well, yeah, obviously they steal. It's what they do. How do you not think that that's a bad thing that I should say something about? How do you not think that's something you shouldn't talk about? It's just weird. If someone... God, it's like... I don't know. It's like if I wanted a Nazi, like an actual 1940s going to Germany Nazi, like black and white film tweet, black and white tweet from 1940s Twitter, and I see a Nazi who has sexually assaulted somebody, and I go, "Wow, look at this fucking rapist loser," and then someone goes, or I say, well, at least. How about this? Instead of that, the take would be, well, at least not every Nazi's a rapist. Like, you know, and then it would be Steve going, wow, you defending Nazis now, bro? It's like, no. It's just so weird. It's just so weird. If they do a crime and there is racism directed at the people doing the crime, both can be bad. One can be worse. The racism's worse than stealing from Ulta. I'm going to toss that out there.
It's kind of like how I've seen some... There was like a big progressive debate on this because we watched Evan Preach's response.
Do we have to watch the rest of this?
We've
I'm
got
almost
like
done.
lefty people who are
Let's
saying...
see what he's going to say here, and if it's not interesting, I'm going to end it.
They're like, oh, like, yeah, like, we need to be really critical of conservatives not getting vaccinated, but for black people, you know, Tuskegee, like, yeah, I understand why they distrust medical system. Like, we need to be more understanding. Like, what the fuck?
Is it Tuskegee? Am I being Mandela affected? I thought it was Tuskegee. Pronunciation. Is it Tuskegee? Am I dumb?
Tuskegee.
No, I'm not dumb. Okay. It's Tuskegee.
No, we don't. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? Everybody should get vaccinated, okay? None of the people that are citing Tuskegee or whatever know anything about the fucking experiments or what it was or how many people even were involved. I feel like when I watch people on the left, they get like further and further.
Why are we talking about this? What?
Further down these weird rabbit holes.
What rabbit hole? He's not even talking to or about me right now. What the fuck?
Got like, remember when that one black girl stabbed the other black girl? And they were like, oh, she ran up to that girl in the car and stabbed her in self-defense before that pig Nazi cop showed up and shot her in cold blood. Like, what the fuck is happening? What am I feel like I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone right now.
For the record, when I said that, I was like, yeah, I mean, if you're going to try to be stabbing people, sometimes you're going to get shot, dude. I don't want the cops to carte blanche, just be shooting people, obviously. But, like, I mean, if someone's in danger, yeah, you get to defend them. I'm fine with that. I didn't have any problem with that, really. If that's what happened, right? I don't really remember this story very much, but I do remember this picture. Like, if this person right here was trying to stab and hurt this person, maybe kill them, with this weapon, and that's the context that the person saw, I understand why being shooted happened. You know what I mean? I don't really have like a lot of political unrest about this particular thing. Personally, Zathura, although I don't know the context of this, so I don't know. But if that's the case, if he's telling the truth here, then yeah, absolutely. Because I don't remember this story very much. Thanks for the 6 months, dude. I had a guy in an Uber talking about how the numbers in the casino experiment were fudged. I don't even know why we're talking about that. It's not even the topic, but yes, thank you. I find the story got super up there because it was the same day Chauvin got convicted. Oh, that was it? Was it the same day? I prefer a less than lethal approach, but it's not always able to happen. Yeah, of course not. So, yeah, I didn't realize it was the same day. That's why that happened. That's the only reason that happened then. It was just a fucking cope. All right, I guess I'm pretty much over the Destiny stuff. I'm done with that. So, what it really boils down to is he was wrong. He didn't understand who he was talking to. When he found out who he was talking to, and me, actually, not the person he fucking made up in his head, but he found out he was actually talking to me, he just goes, well, maybe it's not racist. Then people were like, yeah, it's pretty racist. And then the strategy was to just talk about other shit. So, cool. All right. So we've wrapped that up. That's the Destiny stuff. The Destiny stuff, she doesn't fucking understand what the conversation is. And he fires stuff off without paying attention. So, yeah. Anyway.